Hello children, welcome to 8th Chemistry online classes. So today we will revise two lessons. Chapter 6, Combustion and Flame, and Chapter 14, Chemical Effects of Electric Current. First we will see Chapter 6. Combustion. A chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to give off heat is called combustion. Okay, so combustion, you just relate with this word oxygen. So combustion need oxygen. The substances which burn in air are called combustible substances. Example, wood, paper, dry leaves, etc. So these kind of substances are burned in air. Okay, wood, paper, and these are called combustible substances. And the substances which do not burn in air, that are called non-combustible substances. Example, metal, glass, etc. Next, important point. Ignition temperature is the lowest temperature at which a combustible substance catch fire. So any combustible substance that catch fire at a particular temperature, that lowest temperature is called ignition temperature. So what is ignition temperature? Ignition temperature is the lowest temperature at which a combustible substance catch fire. So each substance have its own ignition temperature. Inflammable substances like petrol, alcohol, LPG, etc. have very low ignition temperature. So these are some examples. And these have very low ignition temperature, means at very low temperature it catches fire, and it is highly inflammable substances. Petrol, alcohol, LPG, they are very inflammable substance. Next is, water is commonly used to control fires. We know that water that is used to commonly used to control fire or protect from fire. We use water. Water cannot be used to control fires involving electrical equipments or oil. So oil like petrol, diesel, like that, we cannot use water, because water, you know that water is conducting. Okay, water contain many impurities, and water conducting electricity. So in this case, fire means that time this electrical equipment, that time electricity passed through this water. In that situation, carbon dioxide act as a best extinguisher. So that time we can use carbon dioxide. Okay. So in this first slide, we first learned what is the process of combustion. So combustion need oxygen, and what are combustible substances and non-combustible substances with example. Definition of ignition temperature and inflammable substances, example also, and which are the things used to control fire. So here the common material is water, and in some cases electrical equipment, that time we are using carbon dioxide. Next is flame. A flame has three zones: outermost zone, middle zone, and innermost zone. Outermost zone, it is a blue in color and it's the hottest part of the flame. This is also the zone where complete combustion takes place. Complete combustion, that is outermost zone, and that is the area which that is the hottest part of the flame. Next is middle zone. It is a yellow in color and is moderately hot. In this zone, partial combustion take place. So middle zone. So middle zone, that is a yellow color and a partial combustion. Innermost zone is black in color and least hot. here we can find the unburned wax vapors of a candle. So these are the three important three zones of flame. Next is fuel. Fuels are substances that give us heat which we use for domestic and industrial purposes such as wood, kerosene and petrol. Ideally, a good fuel is one which has proper ignition temperature, neither too high nor too low. Okay, so a good fuel or ideally good fuel has this much properties. This proper ignition temperature, do not produce undesirable or poisonous substances and cause pollution, does not leave behind ash and it is cheap and it is readily available, produces a large amount of heat or have high calorific value. Fuel efficiency is expressed in terms of its calorific value, which is expressed in units of kilojoule per kg. So what is the definition of calorific value? That also you have to study, and its unit also. Unit is kilojoule per kg. So that is about fuel. Next is harmful effects of burning fuels. Unburned carbon particles in air are dangerous pollutants causing respiratory problems. Okay, they are air pollutants and they cause respiratory problems. Incomplete combustion of a fuel gives poisonous carbon monoxide gas. Incomplete combustion, they produce carbon monoxide gas. Increased percentage of carbon dioxide in air has been linked to global warming. So this carbon dioxide, increased amount of carbon dioxide in air causes global warming. Oxides of sulfur and nitrogen produced by the burning of coal, diesel and petrol cause acid rain, which is harmful for crops, buildings and soil. So these are the harmful effects of burning fuel. So this incomplete combustion and unburned carbon particles, they are the most air pollutant. They are the cause of air pollution. So next we will see chapter 14, chemical effects of electric current. First one, do liquids conduct electricity? Some liquids are good conductors of electricity and some are poor conductors. Most liquids that conduct electricity are solutions of acids, bases and salts. So pure liquid or that liquid is not contain any acid or any base or any salt, that time it will not conduct. But any liquid that contain acid, bases or salt, that time it conduct. Distilled water is free from salts, hence it is a poor conductor. Distilled water. So distilled water is a plain water, it is a pure form of water. So it not contain any such acid, bases and salts. So that is why it is not conduct electricity and it is a poor conductor. When salt is dissolved in distilled water, we obtain a salt solution. This solution is a conductor of electricity. Tap water is a good conductor of electricity as small amounts of minerals and salts are naturally present in it. That is why tap water is a good conductor. 3 effects of electric current: heating effect of electric current, magnetic effect of electric current and chemical effect of electric current. First one, heating effect of electricity. That means electricity passed through a wire or any conductor, it start to heat. Okay, that is heating effect. Example, glowing bulb, working of iron box. These all are working on the principle of heating effect of electricity. Next is magnetic effect of electricity. That means electricity is passed through any conductor and we just keep one electricity passed through a conductor. That conductor can act as a magnet. That property is called magnetic effect of electricity. So when current is passed through a wire, that wire can attract magnetic materials like iron nail or iron pin. Example, electric motor, generator, etc. So these all are working under the principle of magnetic effect of electricity. Then chemical effect of electricity. Example, electroplating. So chemical effect of electricity means when electricity is passed through any conductor like liquids, that time some chemical reactions occurred there. Okay, that is called chemical effect of electricity. And example, electroplating, and we will see more about chemical effects of electric current. Chemical effect of electricity. The passage of an electric current through a conducting solution causes chemical reactions such as a formation of bubbles of a gas on the electrodes, deposits of metals on the electrodes, changes of color of solution, etc. is known as chemical effects of current. So important this definition and their observations. Electroplating is one of the most common application of chemical effects of current. It is the process of depositing a layer of any desired metal on another material by means of electricity. So electroplating, that is applied using electricity. And what is that process? Depositing a layer of any metal on another metal. Okay, that is called electroplating. Electroplating is done to make objects shiny in appearance, resistant to scratches and corrosion. So electroplating can protect that metal. Okay, that is about electroplating, chemical effect of electricity, and the example electroplating. Uses of electroplating. Many kitchen equipments, bath taps, parts of cars, etc. are covered with chromium coating. Chromium is an expensive metal, hence the objects are created with the cheaper metal and chromium coating is provided. Thus, to bring a shining over the objects and prevent them from corrosion, chromium coating is used. So this is one example, okay, for electroplating. Chromium metal used to electroplate other substances. Okay, because chromium is very expensive, and when you are and we cannot make the whole object with chromium because that is expensive. That is why using this process of electroplating we can cover the substance with a chromium layer. Next, jewelry makers often make ornaments of less expensive metals and provide a coating of gold or silver upon them. Okay, so less expensive metals. So using gold and silver. Gold and silver used to layer other less expensive metals. So that is another application of electroplating. Next is the tin cans that are used to store food are actually made of iron and have a coating of tin on them. Iron can easily react with food and spoil it. However, tin prevents the food from getting reacted with iron and therefore helps in preventing it from getting spoiled easily. And next one, bridges and various parts of automobiles are made up of iron because it provides strength. However, in order to prevent iron from getting rusted, a coating of zinc is provided over it. This method is also called galvanization of iron. This already you studied, and these are the some uses of electroplating, very important. And these two chapters are for your science exam. So all of you study well, read the textbook, study all the answers in your notebook and watch the videos also. And if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, children, so all the best for your exam. Okay, thank you.